Hi guys, I'm back. This is Sari Knits, my knitting podcast, my YouTube channel, and of course I'm Sari. And this is still the 10th episode of the second season of my knitting podcast. I decided to put this into two videos because I was talking about test knitter compensations, pattern prices, size inclusiveness, and so on the first half, or I think it might be more than half of the video, but the first part of the video, and I realized that it's starting to become so long that I wanted to separate this knitting part of the video into a separate little episode. So if you want to hear me talking about pattern prices, test knitting, all that, head over to the other video. And if you are just here for the fun part, for the knitting part, for what I have on needles and what I'm planning to knit next, you are in the right place. I'm wearing the Wayne pullover. This was knitted with Studio Meez custom dyed DK Superwash Merino yarn, and the pattern is at the moment being tech edited, so it's going to be available for test knitting quite soon. Another pattern that is at the tech editors at the moment is this Quantum Shawl. Okay, it's here, and as you can see, I have made quite a lot of progress on this one, so it has grown quite a lot, and I'm really pleased how it looks like. This is the other side, and the colors are just reversed on the back side of the shawl. So there are gonna be these sets of 3 triangles that keep changing colors. And the yarn that I've been using for this are from Yama Fibre Arts. Here you can see. And this is the Merino linen single, so it's 10% Merino and 90% South African Merino. This colorway is called Ferrocin, and the pink one is Champagne Blush. And it's such a joy to work with these, and I love the colors. I think they look absolutely gorgeous knitted together. So really beautiful. As the pattern is just repeating from now on, like I said, this is now being tech edited, and as soon as I get this back, I will back from the tech editor. I will put out a call for test knitters, because you can just find it at the same time as I do. So there's like no point of me finishing the whole shawl and then sending it out to test knitters and they start all over again. So kind of saving time by making the test knitters work with me at the same time, and also that kind of sets a deadline for me as well, so I don't just like procrastinate with this. So that's something that I've been working on quite a lot lately. Another thing that I've had on my needles for quite a long time, you've seen the Dyyni shawl, and it's now finished. So you can see it's really long. I think it's about 3 meters long, and it's like this super chunky shawl that is still at the same time it's really lightweight. So it's only about 300 grams. So in Finland, like a chocolate, not bar, but the flat chocolate weighs about 200 grams. So this is like 1.5 chocolate, not bar, chocolate what do you call it? Chocolate. Well, anyway, that. So this has this like garter rib with slip stitches, so are like columns of slip stitches, and the rest is in garter stitch. And there's the irregular bubble pattern that keeps changing sides, and this is quite a fun thing to work because the bubbles are irregular, so it doesn't really matter if you miss one row or forget to make one bubble, because it doesn't show in the final shawl. But that pattern is coming out next week, and I'm super excited about it. It is knitted with Nomad Noos dry desert camel. The colorway is called Sweet Caramel Sundae, and it's like this feel-good yarn that is being produced in Mongolia and in Nepal. So the Nomad Noos is also starting a Kickstarter campaign next week to expand their business, to be able to purchase more spinning wheels for the women in Nepal. So I will link the Kickstarter campaign below this video, so you can go and check that out for yourself. Other things that I've been working on is my Mohair Poet pattern. This week has been quite busy. I had some deadlines that I had to meet, and also there are some really exciting submission calls at the moment, so I've been working on stuff like that a lot. So my Mohair Poet hasn't grown that much during the past week, but it's now already below the armholes, so I have separated for the armholes. And the hardest part is now over, so the yoke increases are now done. I also added the neckband already because I wanted to see how it starts to look like. That is something that I do quite often, to see the final fit of the pullover. But this is how it's starting to look like. And like I said earlier in another episode, the pullover, this mohair pullover, has slightly larger gauge than the original Poet, so there are less pattern repeats. This is the size M, so less pattern repeats on the body, and it is knitted with one strand of mohair and one strand of merino, fingering weight merino. And also, compared to the original Poet, it has a slightly higher neckline, and it's going to have full length sleeves. And the yarns that these are yarns, here are full skeins, so you can see the logos. These are from Knitting for Olive, and this is the 100% merino, and the colorway is called Oatmeal, so it's organic merino. And this is the soft silk mohair that I'm combining the merino with, and this colorway is called Linen, and it's 70% mohair and 30% silk, and they have the Reach standard. So super soft, and this is also so lightweight, and I know this is going to be my favorite pullover when it's ready. It's so soft and so airy and really delicate at the same time. So this is going to be my favorite pullover. I already know that everything I knit is my favorite pullover. This is also my favorite pullover. I showed this to you in the previous episode of my Finnish speaking podcast. So if you are new here, my native tongue is Finnish, so I make knitting podcast episodes both in English and in Finnish. And obviously this is the English speaking version, but last week I recorded one video about what I've been knitting in Finnish, and I showed this pullover in that episode. So this is the Empress pullover or Empress top, and I have finished the back of the pullover, and I'm now working on the front. So this is going to have 3 options for sleeve length. There's going to be a sleeveless option, a short sleeved option, and a full length sleeve option. And what I'm making is the T option for summer, and it has this quite intricate lace and a bubble pattern here at the bottom of the body, and the rest of the pullover is going to be in simple stockinette stitch. So once you are past the bottom, then it's quite mindless to knit. And I'm calling this Empress because I was inspired by all those like Renaissance and Baroque, Rococo paintings of ladies with like really intricate dresses and lace and jewels embroidered on their dresses, and also because of the color purple used to be really expensive, so it was for royals. So that's why it's called an Empress. So this is something that I've been working on, and I believe in honesty. So the lace pattern was inspired by this gorgeous Japanese knitting stitch Bible book, but I'm not comfortable taking anything from this book like one-to-one, so I've been adding things such as the bubbles and changing parts of it, but this is based on that book. So here's a little close-up. It's still unblocked, so don't look so closely. The yarn that I'm using for this one is a new yarn from Knit One Crochet 2. The yarn is going to come out later in the summer, so I think it was end of June. And this is the Winter Blossom. This is not the real etiquette, this is just a mock-up because, like I said, it hasn't come out yet. And this is 50% organic wool, 30% mohair, and 20% silk, and it's super soft. It's like so. I love knitting this. It's every time I reach for this project, I'm like always in awe how beautiful this yarn is. So this is a highly recommended yarn for shawls or summer tops, or even a lightweight layering piece for winter. And I think the purple looks, at least on the small screen of my video camera, the purple looks a bit more blue than it is in reality. The color is like a lilac purple, so not as blue as it looks on the screen. That's what I've been mainly working on. I have some new yarn, or newish yarn, that I'm itching to cast on. One of them is from West Yorkshire Spinners. This is the fleece, so 100% blue vest Leicester. It's Aran weight, and this is the ecru colorway. So this one, and I'm thinking about making a really simple pullover with this one, top down, with some increases here at the yoke. And this is super soft. I keep squeezing this skein. It's so beautiful. I can't get enough of it. But anyway, this is going to be a simple pullover. And also, I bought the Gardener number 2, the organic Shetland wool from Edin Yarn Fest, and I'm planning to make a dress for myself, like a really simple dress with short sleeves with this one. So this is something that as soon as I get something of my needles, I will be casting on. And my son has been requesting a new hat for himself, so, and also he wants a coal. So I already bought this back in February from Ilo Finland, yarn shop Ilo Finland. This is Wool and Boon. This is the Boon Classic, so it's 4-ply fingering 100 superwash merino yarn, and the colorway is called Accidentally in Love, and it's this greenish yellow with dark green and like this rusty red specks. So it's super nice, and I'm going to be making kids version of the 2x2 hat for him, so slightly a smaller hat, and I'll probably use the rest of the yarn for a coal for him, or something else. I don't know yet, but this is something that I'm going to cast on. I'm going to be traveling a bit in the next few weeks. I'm going to Berlin for 2 days next weekend. I'm going to visit my sister over there. It's going to be just like a really quick back and forth trip. And I need something small for traveling, because I'm only going to take my hand luggage with me to Berlin, so not planning to take a big sweater project. I want something small. So lately I've been feeling like kind of itching to cast on for a pair of socks. So I might be casting on a new pair of socks as well as a kid's hat before going to Berlin. So those are my plans. And this is the newest yarn purchase that I have. These are so gorgeous. They are from a Finnish dyer called Wool Me Once. If you haven't heard of her, you should check them out, because Laura, the owner of Wool Me Once, has the most amazing eye for color, so definitely worth checking her out. She has beautiful colors, and when I saw her posting a photo of this colorway on her Instagram page, I kind of knew that I had to get my hands on this stuff. So this is like golden orange, like burnt orange, coppery, really beautiful shade. It's called Aslan. Both are the same colorway. So this is kid mohair silk, 72% kid mohair, 28% silk, and this is merino single, so 100% superwash merino, and these are destined to become a pullover. So planning a cabled pullover with these held together. So this is like, these are so pretty that I would just want to put them in our bookcase and clear a whole shelf for them so that they can be displayed there, and I'm not sure if how I can unwind these and take these up and start knitting, because these are just like, these are so beautiful. I don't think the video does any justice to this. These are like probably the most beautiful yarn that I have ever held in my hand. And some yarn are like that they are so beautiful that you're almost afraid to start knitting with them, because you kind of know that you can never do them justice. So I'm still debating whether I should make like a really plain vanilla pullover like Mon Monet or no frills, whether with these just to showcase the yarn, or whether I should go like really over the top with cables. But these are my latest yarn purchases. But that's what I've been knitting lately. I still have some older whips, and like I said, I'm writing patterns and making submissions at the moment, so there's slightly less knitting involved lately, slightly more other knitting related work. So yeah, I have more ideas than I have time to make reality at the moment, but I guess that happens to everybody. But that's everything that I've been making during the past few weeks, or everything that I can show to you. Next week I can start showing you sneak peeks of my new design. I can already tell you that I have a design in the next issue, the summer issue of Pom Pom Quarterly. About what it is, I'm not allowed to tell yet, but as soon as I'm able to share my design, I will do that with you. But that's everything. Like I said, everything for today. This holding is into different parts. So the first part of this episode is about test knitter compensations. It's about pattern prices. I'm still continuing the discussion I started in the previous episodes about how much money I make on Ravelry. If you haven't watched that, and if you are interested on that topic, check out that episode as well as the first part of this episode. And I will try to record a new video for you to watch very soon. But let's see, I might not be able to do it next week because I'm going to be first in Helsinki and then going to Berlin at the end of the week. So it might be that the next episode comes out only after 2 weeks. But let's see. I don't know yet. That's everything. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like my videos, please remember to subscribe so you will get notified every time I put out a new video. And have a super lovely day, super lovely weekend, and see you guys around again. Bye!